Hello everybody, welcome back to the KOTLC Fanbase. My name is Austin. In today's video, we're going to be answering a ton of would you rather questions about the KOTLC series, and I also threw a couple like just reading in general questions. But before we jump into the would you rather questions, make sure to drop a like down below to show your support for the channel. Also, comment down below some of your would you rather questions. I would love to answer in the comments down below if you have any for me, and for other people as well to just go down below in the comments and answer other people's questions. I think that would be pretty cool if we could have a KOTLC discussion down below. And lastly guys, remember to subscribe down below. We are trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. That's our new big goal. So we'd love if you guys could check down below if you're subscribed, because we know that only about 1 in 5 people watching this video right now are actually subscribed. But let's jump straight into the first would you rather questions. Alright, the first would you rather question is going to be, would you rather be Sophie or Keith's best friend? And I feel like there's a lot of pros and cons to each. Sophie and Dex have a great relationship and I feel like they're best friends. Keith and Fitz have a good relationship. I feel like they're best friends. But if I was gonna pick one, I think I'm gonna have to pick Keith. I just don't know why. I mean, I feel like Keith is more playful and he's just like more joking and he's more fun, and I think that's what I would rather be for a best friend. I'm sure it would be awesome and cool to have Sophie as your best friend because, you know, she's a powerful elf, she's famous, and she's really popular and all that. But I feel like Keith would be the best person to, you know, just hang out with, just have fun with, crack jokes with. I think Keith would probably be my pick here because he's just a fun character, and I mean, who wouldn't? Now for question 2, would you rather join the Black Swan or the Never Seen? And I feel like at this point in the book series, after reading Unlock, I feel like the Never Seen and the Black Swan are working together right now, especially when Vespera and Trix met up with Glimmer, Sophie, Pam, and all that. So I think they're working together. I don't think the Never Seen is as bad as the Black Swan thing. I think that maybe just there was some miscommunications. Lady Jaiya somehow plagued it. Maybe the Never Seen isn't that bad. So I'm actually gonna say the Never Seen because I feel like that would be cool, because I feel like I read all about the Black Swan. So if I had a chance to join the Black Swan or the Never Seen, I would want to see what's more behind the scenes in the Never Seen. And of course we've had that short story with Tam in the Never Seen, and the Keith conversations with Sophie over telepathy, kind of like outlining what Keith does on the day-to-day. But I think just like seeing the Never Seen in our own eyes or in a different perspective would be way cooler, because we've seen the Black Swan a lot and I would love to see what the Never Seen has in store. But let's get on to the next question. Alright, the next question is, would you rather be a Vacker or a Ruin? That's kind of tough because like both would have their benefits, you know. If you're like a Vacker, you live in this like rich estate, you're popular, you're famous, you're rich, you're nobility, you know, you're the best of the best. But being a Ruin is more, it's different, you know. You're still respected and you're still, you know, widely known. And when Jolie was alive, you know, the Ruins were very, very popular and noble, just like the Vackers. But you also have the benefit of having all these different animals at Havenfield. You're on a beach, you have all these cool cliffs. For me, I'm actually gonna pick the Ruins because I think that their style's more chill, laid back, especially now with Adeline and Grady just, you know, working on the farm, doing a couple of tasks for the nobility, and there's just all this cool landscaping with Havenfield. So I would rather be a Ruin because I feel like Vackers might be a little bit too uptight, and like they have this big Vackers legacy and all of that, and they have all this trouble with trolls, and there's a lot of stuff going on with Vackers right now, so I think I'd rather be a Ruin. Let's get on to the next question. Alright, the next question is, would you rather be a elf in the human world, or would you rather be a human in the elf world? And this is actually a really good question because, you know, there's the big thing of being an elf. You probably most likely have an ability. We'll just say that in this case you have an ability. In this human world you have an ability, you have all the elf traits. But on the other side, if you're in the Lost Cities as a human, I feel like that would be way cooler. Yeah, being an elf would be cool, but you know, you're still in the human world, you're still in the same world you live in, just with an ability. But I feel like if you were to go to Lost Cities, and you would be able to find all these cool things, and you would be able to see the different creatures like the gnomes, the ogres, the goblins, you'd be able to go to Foxfire. You know, even if you don't have an ability, you still would be able to go to see the Lost Cities. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to pick for this one, because even though I'm still a human, I still would love to see the Lost Cities. So I'm gonna go with that one. This next question is like Harry Potter and KOTLC, and the question is, would you rather be an elf and go to Foxfire or be a wizard and go to Hogwarts? I think that I would rather be an elf, but I'd rather go to Hogwarts because I feel like wizards just have their spells, and that's not as cool as elves' abilities. So it's really tough for me. Foxfire is really cool. I'm gonna have to say Foxfire. I love Foxfire. I feel like there's so many different classes, different abilities. It's so cool. I mean, all the scenes that I've read in Foxfire, I've really enjoyed, especially the spot watching tournament, and I think that Hogwarts is really cool. Would I rather be wizard? No, not really, because I'm not with all the pointy hats and, you know, the wands and the Leviosa and all that. I'm more into the elven abilities and all that. But yeah, let's get on to the next question. This next question is pretty good. Would you rather hang out with the Drooly Boys or with Stina and her minions? And now this is the talking about the questions like in the book 1 or 2 where Stina and all like her mean bratty friends were like just terrorizing Sophie and all that. But I think that the Drooly Boys are actually pretty cool. I mean, Jency is an awesome character. Even though Valen's kind of weird, I think I would still hang out with the Drooly Boys. I mean, what other options do I have? I mean, Stina's she's just so rude and disrespectful, and just I don't like her anymore after the last book. So I'm just gonna have to go with the Drooly Boys. I mean, there's just nothing else to say. I mean, Stina and her minions. I mean, she literally made her own minions in the Black Swan. She has Lynn herself, Morella, Morocco. Like, she has her own minions now. She used to have it in book 1, and now she has it in 9. So just get out of here, Stina. We're gonna stick with the Drooly Boys in this one. All right, the next would you rather question is, if Fitz or Dex were to die, would you rather save Dex or Fitz? Fitz is a very important character to the book because he is Sophie's cognate, but Dex is also super important because he has that technology and he's Sophie's best friend. This is definitely hard. I'm just gonna go with Dex because I'm just gonna go based on the person I like the best. I'm just gonna say because Dex is an awesome character, definitely one of my top 5 characters in the book series, and I feel like Fitz is kind of just sunk all the way to the bottom. I mean, I feel like he would be the one to most die in the series, the best chance to die in the series, because he has really he has nothing anymore, you know. Like, his brother backstabbed him, he broke up with Sophie, so much bad stuff is happening in his life, so it's definitely tough for him, and I think that he would probably have the best chance anyways of sacrificing himself for the greater good of the Black Swan. Alright, and the last KOTLC question is going to be, would you rather make Dex or Biana less underrated? And I think that I'm going to go with Biana, because I feel like Biana is super underrated, but she is a great character. I love her ability, the Vanisher. I mean, I love her personality. She always has a bright outlook on life. Even though she got has this scar from fighting Vespera, she still, you know, is in the Black Swan. She still has that mental toughness. So I really like Biana's character, and I think she is underrated. I feel like Dex is underrated too, but I think Biana is underrated more, so I'm gonna go with that. But I have one more question to do, and it's more book reading related, not KOTLC. But let's jump straight into it. Alright, this last would you rather question is, so if you were to give a book to one of your friends, would you rather have a friend who loses your books or one who returns the book and who dog ears them? Oh man, that is a tough question. You know what? I think the worst thing you could do in a book is dog ear it, right? Bookmarks were invented for a reason. I feel like it's common courtesy to just slide a bookmark into your book. So I'm gonna say I would rather have a friend who loses my book, because I feel like losing it isn't as bad as just damaging the book. Why would you return a book and damage it, you know? But yeah, that was just a fun would you rather reading question. But that's gonna be all of the would you rather questions for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and played along with me on what would you rather do. But before I go, make sure to drop a like down below if you guys enjoy these would you rather videos. I definitely love going over different scenarios and, you know, picking what I would do. And remember guys, comment down below your would you rather questions for me and the entire comment section. I know if you guys drop some would you rather questions down below, a ton of people will answer, and we can have a cool discussion down below in the comments. And remember guys, make sure to subscribe down below. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers, and if you guys could just check down below and see if you're subscribed, that would just mean a lot to us. And that's going to be it for today's video. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.